my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, this is our deep dive into Erika Kirk. I'm using the Lemma Tarot. There was some disturbing things mentioned about Erika in Charlie's auto writing. I have done a couple of readings on Erika, and the last one really left us with a lot of questions. And to be honest, I'm somewhat neutral. Like, I didn't know Charlie until the news came. What happened? Never listened to any of his podcasts. I had no idea if he was married or not. I've only been aware, not known. I've only been aware of Erika Kirk since her husband was taken out. And so I'm not a real expert on Turning Point USA. There was a chapter of Turning Point USA that has officially disassociated with Turning Point USA, and isn't that what Charlie said he was trying to do? Also, Charlie told us that J.D. Vance will not be running for president in 2028, and that's all because he rejected Erika Kirk. I've done a reading. Are those two related, Erika Kirk and J.D. Vance? And the card said yes. And then I was watching an astrologer this morning, Lori Lothian, and she was mentioning that Erika Kirk has she has rectified it to a Leo rising. Makes sense. Look at her hair, right? And show, like she loves to show and bling bling, screams Leo, to be honest. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And J.D. Vance's Leo sun. And when you match them up, they match up. So that's another indication that there's some kind of either karmic or physical association. I found that fascinating. So let's do a deep dive into who is Erika Kirk. A lot of people say she's not who she says she is, meaning, there's something there about a orphanage in Romania. Is she Jewish? Is she not? Not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not judging that at all. Is she an agent of Mossad? I can't imagine you not being Jewish and an agent of Mossad. I'm not saying it goes that deep, but that last reading I did was quite alarming, actually. So let's do a deep dive. So what can the cards tell us about Erika Kirk, Erika Franzi? Like the cards said that Erika and JD had the same father. That's why they look so much alike. And it could very well have been the case, because at that point, JD's mother was a little bit off the rails, and who knows, right? Who knows what you do to make money for your fix. That's all I'm saying about that. All right, deep dive, Erika Kirk, here we go. What can they tell us about Erika Kirk? Also, we have to ask the cards, what are we allowed to know? The cards, if the universe doesn't want it to be forthcoming, it won't be. Temperance. That's a very interesting start. Very interesting start. Peacemaker. You know what? Well, at some point, though, the temperance has 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Temperance is also Sagittarius, so foreign. Sometimes temperance can be, if you're Sagittarius, could be foreign born, or you move to another country. You're a foreigner where you live or you are from foreigners. That's a big part of Sagittarius is travel and foreign lands. Um, hmm, let's see what else. Knight of Cups in reverse. Now she's a Scorpio, so she would be the Queen of Cups. Now this Knight of Cups in reverse is something she offered, she took back, right? Knight of Cups is, you know, you're a knight in shining armor, but there's a price to be paid for that help, for that assistance. It's not just a given, it can be a business transaction. You know, your knight in shining armor, oh, I'll buy you lunch today. And they then expect at some point that you buy them lunch. Or, you know, I'll give you a ride to the store, but they expect you to, you know, pony up something. It's not all, you know, out of the goodness of their heart. So something that she offered was rescinded. Two of Swords. Isn't that fascinating as her pillar, one of her pillar cards? She doesn't know who she wants to be. She has to make a decision and she's stubbornly not making it. She's also very stubborn. And Scorpio as a fixed sign is one of the most stubborn signs. Sorry, you are. You might not agree to that, but you are. You're one of the most stubborn signs. And you'd rather be right than happy. And I have a Scorpio husband, Scorpio daughter, Scorpio grandmother. My son is Scorpio rising. My dog is Scorpio. I know Scorpios. And I think this is where she is right now. She's being very stubborn about something. Judgment, second chances. Interesting, she's got two angels here. There's not that many angels in the deck, and she's got two of them. The other one is in the Lovers. And where's the other one? Five of Pentacles in reverse. Things are going to turn around for her. Or was she an angel coming down to save? You have to be so careful that you aren't reading into something what you want it to say. Five of Pentacles in reverse. She was on the outside looking in, and she's finally feeling like she's in the inner circle. Eight of Wands in reverse. On top of the Knight of Cups in reverse. I'd be really careful with her communications. Really, I would. I'm going to say there's a motive there, because with the Knight of Cups in reverse is somebody who has a motive, somebody who has a balanced ledger. I did this for you, now you do that for me. And also the Eight of Wands in reverse is lack of communication. So she might be coming off as somebody who'll do something for you, but she has her own agenda. The World, well, you know, it's interesting because look at all the females we have here. I'm wondering if she wants to be famous. She wants to be worldwide known. The Moon in reverse on top of the Judgment. I think we'll soon hear the truth about who she is and what she has come here for. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. She wasn't a very good wife, and she might have really overspent. And honestly, that's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Also, not a very good mother. Like her spending's out of control, especially with this Eight of Wands in reverse here. And Knight of Cups in reverse. So Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Interesting, that's Sagittarius again. Five of Cups, depression, despondency. Um, hmm. Knight of Wands is, it can be like your wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Um, you know, let's do it again kind of thing, but not in it for the long haul. Not definitely. I call the Knight of Wands my Chad card. You know, great time, has a great time, but he's also a bachelor, and if you engage with him, you have to know that he's not sticking around for very long. So I'm wondering if that's something in her personality with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and Knight of Wands, um, that she never really wanted to be a wife for the long haul or a mother for the long haul. This Five of Cups in reverse, she could be very well in a deep depression and despondency. She could be very well in that. Also, Temperance, now that I see the full reading, that's also my pharmaceutical card. Not my drugs. My drugs is Seven of Cups. This is like the pharmacist makes you something. She actually may be on like antidepressants or something, and that could be one of the reasons why she has somewhat of erratic behavior or stunted facial, uh, right? Have you ever seen somebody who's on heavy antidepressants? Like honestly, like their emotional face is kind of stunted. Like they never show like true happiness or I think it's because they want to stunt that depression, that sadness, but it stunts everything. And yeah, they have inappropriate emotional responses. It's almost like they're frozen, or like it's instead of like having that, everyone's having like a real belly laugh over something, they're like ha 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 ha, right? And that could be part of what's going on here with her, that people are judging her. How come she's not in bed crying, and I couldn't get out of bed and I would be devastated, I wouldn't be able to do my hair or put my makeup on. But for the grace of God go I think that she is fully medicated. Honestly, I do. And I think that's part of the problem. She's doing inappropriate emotional. Six of Wands in reverse. Big ego. Sorry, she does. Queen of Cups in reverse. There she is. There she is. There's the Scorpio Queen. And with the ego there and the emotional dysregulation, I'm going to say she is a bit cray cray. Sorry. The Queen of Cups in reverse is totally an emotional wreck. Also, like it really, that's your. It's not as quite as narcissist as the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords, but there's something there that's not quite right when the Queen of Cups is in reverse and you add it to an ego. Again, according to my sources, I'm not diagnosing anybody. I'm not a psychologist. I'm just a tarot card reader, and we're just reading the story that the tarot cards are trying to show us. And Five of Wands here, I think she has a tendency to be very aggressive when she is having a temper tantrum. Look at this, the devil. The devil. I think that I don't like the Six of Wands in reverse and Five of Wands in reverse with the Queen of Cups in the middle. That's temper tantrums with danger. That's throwing things. That's being inconsolable. Anger, 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 anger. Look at the devil here with the devil and the Tower. Wow, the devil and the Tower and the Three of Pentacles. Wow, you know, I don't know her. I personally don't know her. All I know is of her. She is not a nice person. She is not a nice person. She does not treat the people in her life very nice. Um, she actually likes to destroy people. She likes to possess people, according to my sources. Just a tarot story we're making up. We asked the cards to tell us, what can you tell us about Erika? And I'm going to say she's not in control of her own mind. Is it with illegal substances? I don't think so. I'm not getting that would be 9 of Cups or 7 of Cups. But we do have the Devil here, so that would be something that she's addicted to. But she likes to destroy people. She has that in her. Three of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. There she is, the single mom, the single. She'll want to be world domination. That showed up right there. She wants world domination. She wants what Charlie had. She wants to make it very successful, very lucrative. 4 of Swords, 8 of Swords. She's trapped by Charlie's memory though. King of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Wands in reverse. She's going to play on Charlie's widow for as long as she can. She's kind of all over the place. Now, do I get that? Let's just put it this way. I'm not really seeing that she's a spy per se. I'm not, because we asked more specifically about Erika. We didn't ask like who sent her, what's going on. We didn't ask her about her relationship with JD. We didn't ask any of that. So deep dive on Erika tells me, number one, I wouldn't want to be friends with her. Not in any way, shape, or form. I wouldn't even do any kind of business with her, but that's just me. That's my opinion. You do your own research and you do your own investigation on that. I think she loves all the trappings of all the money and the attention, and she is probably going to ride being Charlie's widow for quite a while. And she's going to continue to spend money recklessly. And I wouldn't be surprised if at some point she becomes bankrupt and loses everything. I'm going to tell you something right now. No children showed up here. Where are the children? And as a matter of fact, a 2 card that did show up. Well, we have 2 cards. That's a no, and that's not a child card. This 2 of Wands is telling me there's like no plans, no. There's the Hierophant, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles, and Strength. There she is as the Leo rising. Again, no children. I think she's going to, there's something here about Charlie's legacy though. She is trying to get something going for Charlie's legacy. That I'm going to say she absolutely is trying, because, you know, just as there's the famous ex-royals, that's all they have is their connection to being royal. All Erika Kirk has is her connection to Charlie Kirk. All Erika Kirk has is she's the widow of Charlie Kirk. Once people forget that, right? You look at Jackie Kennedy. If she was never married to JFK, or if JFK made it, would have she been in that many papers? Like, you think about some of the other first ladies, like, yeah, you see them at, this charity, that charity. But, after JFK passed away, people were fixated on Jackie Kennedy and the children. And even Jackie Kennedy says, I have to get out of here, and I had to move away. Would have she have had the same attention if JFK had not been taken out? I'm sure she would have been like in the society papers, and once in a while, Vanity Fair would have done an article on her. Just think of some of the other first wives. Jimmy Carter's wife. Did we see her in the gossip sheets every week? No, but we saw the odd thing. Oh, she's starting this charity, or she's doing this, she's doing that. Where would Erika Kirk be without being Charlie's widow? Would we even care what she had to say? So I think she's going to, it'll be a real battle to keep all that together. And of course, I think she's going to, hang on to the Christianity, and rightfully so. That was Charlie's message. We might even see something like the Christian community might be doing more for Charlie's memory. They might really have to battle her, to tell you the truth. But I think she's going to play this as long as she can. Let's ask about the children. Let's ask about the children. That was such a weird comment. The children aren't mine. Let's ask about the children. Charlie and Erika's children. What can you tell us? What are we allowed to know about Charlie and Erika's children? What are we allowed to know about Charlie and Erika's children? What are we allowed to know about Charlie and Erika's children? Oh. Judgment in reverse. Karma. Ten of Pentacles. All right. Well, that makes sense. King of Wands. Ace of Swords. Seven of Cups. Charlie's not the dad. Charlie's an Ace of Swords, or King of Swords. You know who is a King of Wands? This is wild. And I'm not implying that he's the father at all. Is J.D. Vance. Here's the DNA. Whoever's this is, it's his DNA. It's not Charlie's DNA. Also, this Ace of Swords is Ace of Swords is sex without love. Seven of Cups is they don't know who the dad is. Seven of Cups is a choice. Seven of Cups is an illusion. With this Judgment card here in reverse, to start the reading, whoever this King of Wands is the dad, is the DNA. This is my DNA card. This is my genetic card. This is the legacy card. This is generational. Whoever this King of Wands is the dad. and it was sex without love. So, right, here's your sperm. The Empress, there's the pregnant mom. Three of Cups, there was three people to make those children. Now, somebody pointed out that there was not one photo of Erika pregnant. Ten of Wands in reverse. Release of a burden. There's the pregnant mom. The Magician. Four of Swords in reverse. I just realized I didn't check to see if you guys could see all these. Four of Cups in reverse. Big regrets. Okay, this Magician is a spin doctoring, a manufacturing, a manifestation. Four of Swords in reverse. I'm going to say I don't think that these children were made in the same sexual way. Look at that. The clock agrees with me. And there's big regrets here. Knight of Swords. Now that would be Charlie, because he was quite young. The World in reverse. That's actually a good pregnancy card too. The World in reverse. The Emperor in reverse. The Lovers. And the Two of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. They paid for those babies. They paid for those babies. When I get Eight of Pentacles with the Lovers and Two of Cups, and we're talking about pregnancy, I'm going to say that they I'm kind of dumbfounded here. I haven't distraction. Two of Pentacles. The Wheel in reverse. Eight of Wands upright. Knight of Cups. And Death in reverse. Death in reverse. I You know what? They know who the real father is. Erika knows who the real father is. I'm going to say one of them, with this Four of Swords here, I was kind of watching this. One of them cannot get pregnant. So either it was Erika was unable to get pregnant, or Charlie was unable to make someone pregnant. And that's where the big regrets are. So did they adopt? Did they pay somebody for surrogacy? Did they adopt? We do have three people in this pregnancy, so that could be an adoption situation. That could be a surrogacy situation. One of the things we don't have here is my Temperance card, and Temperance always shows up when there's IVF. You're mixing the egg and the sperm outside of the body, and we don't have that. So I'm not getting that there was a surrogacy here. There's the pregnant mom. There's the dad. There's the father. There's the mother. of the children, and it was manufactured. Here it is with the magician. I'm going to say that they're either adopted or yeah, they have to be adopted. Or maybe no, Charlie said they aren't mine. They aren't mine. We don't have the Ace of Wands here, which would be Charlie's DNA. I wonder if they are Erika's eggs, though, but I don't have IVF here. Unless Erika was impregnated with another sperm. So the eggs, her eggs weren't taken out. It's just she was ovulating and they injected the sperm here. Here's the Knight of Cups bringing his cup of sperm. Or was it an affair? Sex without love. The Death card here, though, in reverse, that's the end. That's like end. There's something off here, and I can't pick it up. I cannot pick it up. Because we do have the Lovers and the Two of Cups. So that to me is soulmates. That to me is, you know, that doesn't necessarily mean babies, but it means like lots of ooga. The Emperor in reverse, though. Let's just outright ask. Is Erika Kirk the biological mother of those children? I just don't like it when I get the 8 of Pentacles when I'm talking about children, because that means bought children. And she was working at that orphanage in Romania. The babies that we saw with Charlie and Erika Kirk, remember, we never got to see their face. Fair enough. I have some agreement with that. Absolutely. You know, it should be up to the child once they get older if they want their face on the internet. The children that you see with Erika and Charlie, are they biologically Erika's? 3 of Cups. Again, 3 people in that pregnancy. 3 of Pentacles. I'm going to say yes, they are biologically Erika's. Yes, they are. 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. But there's 3 people who had to make those babies. All right? Are those children biologically Charlie's? Are those children biologically Charlie's? Are those children biologically Charlie's? No. 6 of Cups in reverse. No. 8 of Wands. That's going to be sperm. Look at that, it even kind of looks like sperm. No, it's not. I was picking up, though, I think it is somebody that they know. Let's just ask. Are those children biologically J.D. Vance? Let's just ask. Why not? We're here. Are those children biologically, again, we're just having fun with tarot. Please do your own research. This is allegedly for fun and entertainment purposes only. Are those children biologically J.D. Vance's? Oh my God. I'm stunned. Look, there's Erika and J.D. Vance. Well, that could be Charlie as well. But look at the arms. Charlie was very slight. J.D. Vance. Oh my goodness. This would explain so much. But didn't Charlie say they weren't hers as well? I'm going to leave that there. I don't know if I want to go any further. That was crazy. That was crazy. Thanks so much for watching. Please take good care. Over and out.